Turn your passion for t-shirts into profit. Let's unlock the secrets to niche research. Elevate your t-shirt business to the next level. And the way that I found all these awesome niches is by using Merch Informer. If you haven't tested this tool out, I recommend you do. Use my coupon code down below in the description. Come over here to, I'm gonna log in and show you exactly how I use it. So as I log in, I'm coming over here into product research and I'm coming into movers and shakers. And what I'm looking for in here is just inspiration, just new design ideas, new niches. And if you can see, it's showing the BSR chart right here where it goes up and down. When you see something like this, that's consistently selling on Amazon. And that's a good sign because that means that there's just a demand for this niche. So for example, you sounded to say, hey, 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 until he met your mom. That's a funny one, right? And you can see like the BSR 512K BSR. And then as you go on, you're going to see other certain Christmas designs, and you can see these BSRs. You can see, you know, the BSR chart and then the BSRs themselves, and any one of these designs. So if I wanted just to say I wanted to click on one, it can pop up. It'll pop up over here on Amazon. But you can see how powerful this is to come in here and just do really awesome research. All right, so the first niche is going to be You Are Mer Amazing. All right, you can see it's a mermaid niche. You can see exactly what they did here. Mer Amazing, Mer Amazing. Pretty cool, right? Really cool design. I love how it just takes up the whole design space on Amazon merch. So keep in mind when you're creating these type of designs, you want to make sure that you're taking up the whole design space, because that's important, because it's going to help you get more views on the product and clicks. Just, it only makes sense that it does, because when you're scrolling up and down on your phone, the customer sees the t-shirt design so much easier because it's taking up the whole design space. And if it was smaller, it'll be really hard to see. Most of the time, customers know what they want when they're looking for certain products, right? They're searching for something, they have an idea, but if you have something that's going to be eye-catching to them, obviously it's good to have a big design on there. Now we look at this BSR, you're going to see that it's pretty much a consistent BSR throughout the years, and it was uploaded in 2020. For some reason, I'm not sure what happened. I think this is when the pandemic hit and it cut off, right? And it cut off right there, and all the BSRs some of the BSRs seemed to disappear. I believe that's what that was. But now look at that. It's doing its best ever since 2020, which is amazing. Well, so yeah, it's been up since 2020, but it's doing its best ever in 2023, which is really, really cool. Now, if we come over here, You Are Mer Amazing t-shirt, right? You're going to see our results of 109, right? So if someone types this in, you're getting that type of results of 109. So if you most likely if you make one or two sales, you're going to be ranking on the front page for that long tail keyword. Next niche is, yes, I'm a spoiled grandson, but I'm yours. I am the property of a freaking awesome grandma, but she's a bit crazy and scares me sometimes, but I love her and she is my best friend. Mess with me and they'll never find your body. Yes, she bought me this shirt. You're going to see that, obviously, a grandma loving their grandson. So think about that niche in general, right? And the main point, too, is not to copy this actual design. That means that the idea behind these type of videos is the niches that I'm sharing with you to give you understanding, like there is a demand in this niche. You just need to think of something that no one else has, and that's creating less competition for yourself to make sales. So with that being said, a grandma loving her grandson. This design's pretty like a paragraph on a t-shirt, and obviously it's making sales and it's doing good. So it's not just, two like a one catchphrase type of, sayings on t-shirts do good. It's saying that paragraphs on t-shirts that make sense do good, right? So if we come down here, let's look at the BSR. We can see this, it's since 2019, right? And just throughout the years, look how consistent it's doing. And then you go down right there. Look at that. Dang. Cranking right now in 2023, which is really cool, right? Obviously, you were seeing a lot of this with some of these BSRs, but just to see the consistency and seeing it drop down and the algorithm push it more, that's really cool to me, because over the years of doing Amazon merch or just selling with print on demand, that's what I look for. And the search results, so yes, I'm a spoiled grandson t-shirt. We got a results of 136, which is pretty low. Really, really nice to see something like that. But like I said, so, grandma, grandson, spoiled grandson, whatever niche that you want to call it. There's a few different ways that you can approach this niche and create a top selling design. Next niche, You don't scare me. I was raised by an Italian mother. Pretty cool. And there's a few different ways that you can do this, because the first thing I'm thinking about is like there's different cultures, right? So there's just Italian mother. There's well, not different cultures, but it's kind of, you get what I'm saying. There's different, like, Mexican mother. There's so many different things that can be done with this right here. But you don't scare me. I was raised by an Italian mother. There's so many different things that you can be done with this. You can scale this out in so many different ways, right? Just by changing the Italian part right there. But by looking at this t-shirt, it's a really, really cool t-shirt. I like it a lot. Just trying to think of different things, but I like what they did with the kind of just with like the Italian flag in the background of the actual design, which makes it pretty cool. So Italian mother, like, that's, you can't see I was raised by an Italian mother. Italian mother can be, like the main niche, or just, growing up being Italian, right? That could be it too as well. And if we come down, look at this design. There's nothing too crazy about it. If we look at the all-time BSR, you're going to see that it's a consistent seller, not like some of the other ones, but you're definitely there, right? It's definitely there. And then going into 2023, you can see that like it dropped all the way down to 49K BSR, which is its best ever. Pretty cool, right? And then we come over here. You don't scare me. I was raised by an Italian mother. That search phrase, we're getting a result of 147 results. Promoted from cat dad to human dad. So if you're a cat dad and then all of a sudden you have a baby, you're a human dad now, right? Pretty cool. I like what they did right there. I think it's really, really cool. Simple text-based design, but the thing what they did kind of makes it more. They got the paw of the cat, and then the baby, or the baby feet right there, which is really cool. I think it's a cool design. It just means a lot to that individual. It's like cross niching in a way where it's just very passionate, right? Very, very passionate. Look at pregnancy announcement, a cool way to announce a pregnancy, I think that's really cool. Now, if we come down here and look at the BSR, see what's going on down here. 2021, it was uploaded. Year 2021, all right, see that? And then over the years, it's been consistent. And then this year, it's like dropped down to its lowest BSR, which is really, really cool to see. And then if we come over here, look at the search result, promoted from cat dad to human dad t-shirt, we're getting results of 143. Next niche, yes, they are twins. Yes, I am tired. I think this is cool. Simple text, white text, simple text based. All right, simple, easy, pretty cool though. Like pretty catchy, and I think this is just sitting there thinking about like they're like the twins niche, right? And then thinking about the mother. I think this is a really cool way to actually dive into a new niche, but just thinking about it, taking a little bit of thought into it, and it's like being funny, sarcasm, but in a good way, right? And it's like a win. I think this is cool design. Probably one of the best ones we're going to talk about in this video. And then if we come down, if we look at the BSR, all-time BSR, you're going to see it's made its first sell this year in June 2023, but then it's catching, and it's going and going. Consistency in this niche, just very consistent selling design. And there's a demand. Obviously, you can tell there's a demand in this niche. And then if we go over here, we're going to see our results. So yes, they are twins. Yes, I am tired. T-shirt, result of 187. Pretty cool. Good BSR. All right, next niche is going to be official ginger taster. Simple text-based design, official, and then it has the ginger, like the red, orangish, brownish looking color, right? Taster. If we come down here and we look at it's the ginger niche. If we come in here and look at the BSR, we have a first sell in October 2023, and then it's made another sell, made another sell, and it seems to be getting consistent. So it's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it hasn't made a sell since. But I want to say like this is a perfect example of a newer design that's going to seem like it's going to turn into a consistent seller over the years. Some of the designs that I've showed you in this video, where you see them that obviously at one point they only made 2 or 3 or 4 sales at one point, then they turn into a consistent selling niche. If we come over here, official ginger taster t-shirt, we have a result of 207. Pretty good. Next niche is holiday lights and abortion rights. Now with certain things like this, people are very on a borderline with this. I'm putting this on Amazon because Amazon's very strict when it comes to selling certain, like if you mean it, like if they take it the wrong way, they'll end up deleting the design, and there goes your evergreen consistent seller when it comes to any niche. But I think when it comes to something like this, this applies to pretty much anything. If you feel some type of way about a certain niche, don't do it, because it's like That's more as like abortion rights, you know, talking about that. I'm not saying it's more of something like you're on the fence against and you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. Just that simple. But this right here, this is a niche right here. If we come down, we look at the BSR. It's a simple text base, but it has that Christmas theme, like color scheme going on. And then if we go down and we look at the all-time sales, you're going to see it's been up since 2022, so almost a year now. And it's consistently making sales. As well as consistently making sales for Christmas, and then it doesn't make sales, and then it comes down in October, like to September, then October, then it's starting to make sales again. So with that being said, it's been on Amazon for a year now, and it's making sales consistently every single Q4 Christmas time. And if we come over here and look at it, says holiday lights and abortion rights t-shirt, we have a result of 214. Next niche is square root of 64, which is 8th birthday 8-year-old. So a birthday gift for an 8-year-old, or it's a birthday of an 8-year-old. So keep that in mind. So if we look at the design, it's like math, right? This is a really big niche. Mixing math and birthday and just math and mathematical in general. This is a very, very like high demand niche, and there's a lot of money to be made over here. I think this is a really cool t-shirt design. There's a lot of math equations going on over here. I definitely took a little bit more work of thinking about this design, which is cool because in the long run, that's how you create top selling designs, right? If we come down here, let's look at the BSR, and then dang, woo, cranking. See, like this, like it's just going up and down, and then 2023, you can see that it's just going. So it's made its first sell in 2019, it looks like, right? And then over the years of consistently making sales, it seems like, according to the BSR chart, it's doing its best ever for 2023. And then if we come over here, square root of 64 years old t-shirt, we got a result of 243, which is really, really cool. Next niche is gratitude changes everything. Now, positive quotes, thankful message. You can see how they got kind of like the color, like a little bit of a color scheme going on here. Got a little sun right there. Gratitude changes everything. Simple text base with a little sun element. Nothing too crazy going on with this design, but just think about like the positivity niche in general. Like that right there is a big niche. So if we come down, all-time BSR, we're going to see that it made its first sell in year 2022. It's consistently made sales throughout the year. And then you can see it kind of has, it's like that downward angle where it's going down, and making more sales, which is pretty cool. You can see that, right? And then even as they raise the price, it's still making sales. Then we go over here. Gratitude changes everything t-shirt. We got a result of 323. And if you enjoy this type of content, watch this video right here, and we'll go over the top Q4 niches that can help you grow your print-on-demand business. Thank you very much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below.